Hi parents, I'm going to show you how to set up a really great painting table and show you some cool products that I like to use with my 3-year-old daughter and 1-year-old daughter. This is Zeta. Wave, Zeta. Can you wave? And she loves to paint, so I'm going to show you some tips and tricks. If you're painting at home, one of the things I suggest is that, this is my daughter Zeta, is that you lay down paper all over your table. Now, we're pretty lucky because we have this awesome antique tin top table of my great-grandmother's that basically anything comes out of it, but I still like to protect the paper. So I will just tape it down onto the table. I would suggest painter's tape or masking tape, but whatever you have that will work, that won't damage your table, is great. Another thing I like to do for the girls is take a tin pan or a baking sheet. I like to use the ones with the edge and cover it with tin foil. And that way I can put as many paints as I want. I love these little washable paint sets from Crayola. They come out of most of the clothing, as do these Melissa and Doug that came with their little easel they have. That way they can move the paint around on the tin foil, and then I can just take it off and keep using my pan. This set of paint is also really nice just because you get this magenta color. Now, we know that the primary colors are blue, red, and yellow, but when you have a printer, you're going to get a magenta. So when you mix your blues with your magenta, you're going to get a much truer purple, the same as with your yellow and pink to get a better orange. So if you get this set, or if you are wanting to talk to your kids about color theory or wanting them to just experiment with the colors to see what primaries make secondary colors, I would suggest going for the magenta and presenting it to them as these are our mixing colors. So we're finished painting, and you can see where the palette was, and she kind of ran out of steam. But this would be a really great time to look at a painting, the painting your daughter made, and point out different textures, or son made, different textures and colors they made. Zeta didn't have purple to start with on her pan, and as you can see, some of the magenta and blue mixed together to make a really beautiful purple for her. She's continued to work on that as she got darker with her purple. So it's a great time to talk about how colors mix. It's also fun to talk about the different textures that they've used. So I can see that she used a sponge here. She used her fingers over here. So we can talk about how the textures look. And then the best thing is I just pop the tape up. If your daughter or son wants to keep it, you can keep it, but Zeta is off with another craft, doing some beading. So I'm just gonna take that off and toss it in the garbage, or hang it up. Maybe cut a piece out that you really like and hang it up on one of your bulletin boards or fridge.